It's one long rendition of all their greatest whinges and a load of self-congratulatory nonsense. Harry and Meghan sold their royal souls to become reality TV stars.
Well, it was a Channel 5 investigation as to the state of the Sussex's finances. Now, we know they didn't move to a two-bedroom cottage somewhere in the middle of nowhere. They're living in quite a large mansion in Montecito.
It was meant to be a quiet release, a delicate bottle of blush rosé quietly introduced under Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand, as ever. But the chosen launch date wasn't just another summer Friday. It was July 1st, Princess Diana's birthday. And that single decision turned a soft brand drop into a cultural lightning rod. Was it a heartfelt tribute or a miscalculated attempt to capitalise on royal emotion? As the internet pounced, dissecting every pixel of that rosé bottle, what emerged from beneath the polished Instagram veneer wasn't flattering. It was damning. As ever, arrived not with a splash, but with a whisper. Earthy aesthetics, muted colour palettes, and poetic captions promising slowness and authenticity. Meghan wasn't just launching a brand, she was curating an identity. From linen aprons to artisan jam jars, every item was marketed as a piece of her intentional, soulful lifestyle.
Their latest Let's Have Our Privacy exhibit, Exhibit A, it would appear to be a rather interesting video, which I'm going to show you now. This is Harry and Meghan dancing in a maternity ward.
The brand was soft, serene, a balm in a chaotic world. And for a moment, it worked. The press was kind, the fans were curious, and the mystique held. Until July first cracked the illusion. Diana's birthday is not just a date, it's an emotional landmark. To launch a bottle of wine on that day, to many, it felt tone-deaf at best, manipulative at worst. Especially given Diana's tragic death, tied inextricably to a driver under the influence. The symbolism stung. Online, criticism exploded. Was this a sincere gesture? Or another PR ploy dressed in sentiment?
And then we've got the twerking video. So we're going to take a look at this together.
Back to back.
Back to back.
I mean, if they're looking at that and think this is clever,
Yeah.
I mean, are they stupid or what?
Well, I think
Because
they
just
are.
think
Critics and even former supporters recoiled. It felt less like a tribute and more like brand opportunism.
Yeah, nobody set out to destroy you. You destroyed yourselves in this country with your ludicrous, hypocritical behaviour. Truth be told, what you just did is complete and utter garbage. Yeah, what has he done with this Netflix series? He's used his mother to sell it. Could there be a more grotesque exploitation or a more hypocritical one?
Then came the revelations. The rosé, described in glowing terms on Meghan's site, wasn't her personal creation. According to official alcohol and tobacco tax and trade bureau filings, the wine was produced and bottled by the Condé family winery through a company called Adair Nude LLC. Meghan hadn't picked the grapes or designed the blend. She had applied her label to a product she didn't make. This practice, known as private labelling, is common. But the issue wasn't legality, it was the messaging. As Ever's charm hinged on authenticity, personal care, Meghan's direct involvement. And when that illusion broke, so did the trust. Fans felt betrayed. Not because the wine wasn't homemade, but because they were led to believe it was. And the rosé was just the beginning.
Okay. For those of you who are listening, that was the cartoon Meghan and Harry holding their placards, their protesting signs saying, "We want privacy, we want privacy," okay?
because it just looks like it's in such poor taste, and yet she thinks that she's a princess and has the right almost to be HRH, although officially.
Investigations revealed that many as ever products, the jams, the teas, even the honey, were sourced from third-party vendors and rebranded. The dreamy Montecito cottage industry turned out to be a glossy facade. It wasn't handmade. It wasn't unique. It was mass-market goods wearing artisanal clothing.
Meghan Markle in allegedly a labor and delivery room with her loser of a husband, pregnant and twerking to allegedly induce labor. I saw this and I sent an emergency 911 text to Kinsey.
The backlash was swift, but the silence was deafening. Meghan offered no clarifying statement, no interviews, no damage control. The rosé photo stood alone. No follow-ups, no charity tie-ins, no explanations, just silence. And in the world of celebrity branding, silence speaks volumes. Meanwhile, Prince Harry was across the country, delivering a $500,000 speech at the Nexus Global Summit. The audience expected gravitas. What they got were generic platitudes and awkward sound bites. "The longer we are on planet Earth, the more experience we have," he said. The moment, meant to be inspiring, felt hollow. Critics described him as detached, robotic, a man repeating scripts instead of leading with substance.
Who is guiding this man from this vicious woman? Because she is vicious. You know, it's all about her. She'll do whatever she can to get what she wants. And Harry, you know, whatever.
Together, the two moments painted a troubling picture. A brand crumbling under the weight of its own illusion. Not because of scandal, but because of apathy. Because people no longer believe the story. And as the Markle brand wobbled, the A-list moved on. Jeff Bezos' star-studded wedding in Venice became the social event of the season. Oprah was there. Kim Kardashian, the crowd Meghan once courted. But she wasn't on the list. Not mentioned, not missed. Her absence wasn't a snub, it was a signal. Hollywood had quietly turned the page. So what happens next? A rebrand? A retreat? A reinvention? The options grow slimmer by the day. Because in today's culture, authenticity is everything. And once that trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to win back. At the heart of it all lies the name she keeps invoking, Diana. Meghan wanted her halo, her legacy. But legacies aren't inherited like titles, they're earned. Diana wasn't a brand, she was a person. Meghan tried to distill that into a product. A wine, a vibe, a moment. And in doing so, she missed the point. You can't trademark empathy. You can't bottle legacy. And in trying to sell both, Meghan Markle may have proven why her brand's biggest problem isn't perception, it's trust.